these are a lot of fun. I like these. They're very responsive. I've thrown the batteries into Salty. Salty is a runner, and we'll do the demonstrate. Blah, 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 blah. We'll close up, hopefully, and we will see Salty's normal face. Sometimes, if I pull that forward, well, we sort of see the face. He's looking this way for some reason. And to demonstrate his crash dynamics, if a boulder comes along, he'll go like that. Oh, I know, everyone's expecting to see that rubber chicken. Guess what? It's gone. We're going to do a very God. So there's a funnel there that you don't put the water in. There's an air vent on this side that you don't put the water in, but on the other side, if I can find it, there's an air vent on this side that you don't put the water in, but on the other side, crikeys. There's also a blue light that emanates from the steam area. It's more apparent when you're... Or maybe I can set up that crash and Salty, put Salty at the back here, and something will happen, I think, right in front of us. Or maybe it won't. Busy Bee James, this was a very tricky one for me to find. I don't know how... Oh. Here is the collector's card that comes with this toy. That's very nice. It's very much a throwback in time to earlier Thomas and Friends time. There's a little bee thing here clipped onto James's funnel there. Thomas and Percy also had the same sort of thing, but in a different character. And I'll just give James a bit of a spin here, and we can just be... I had to be quite patient to get this toy. The Thomas stock into Australia when this toy was around was shocked. Oh, and anything's going to happen. Whoa, yeah. So who's going to win in this one here? It's going to be, well, a bit of a stalemate at the moment. Someone is going to crash here. Oh, James is pushing on there. Busy Bee James is just showing it to Salty big time. Definitely one of the TrackMaster toy trains you want to grab, especially blah, 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 blah. And if you look very carefully at the rear wheel there of Thomas, there is a LED light that shines through the fact that... Well, hopefully with the lights down, we're starting to see that effect. Percy is playing up a lot. He's just going to come up the back here and want to play with Thomas again. Oh, Percy's now totally off the rails, I think. Oh, bye-bye, Percy. Anyway, looking at Thomas here, we can see that effect. Oh, hello, Percy, he's back. We can see the effect on the back of the wheels and they're gone. Yeah, maybe it's doing it for you. I think that they've got to be a lot brighter. I mean, well, maybe you like that. If you had the trains in total darkness running around your house, it would look sort of cool. But I sort of think that that flashing effect would be a bit better if it was brighter. And you've got to keep turning them on because I want to turn off. But maybe I can reset the railway here. And also get Percy going as well. They sort of have an auto turn off. I think the steaming engines also have that as well. Oh no, this is just going wrong. What is going on? Thomas, what is going on with you now? What is it about these trains? Sometimes they just do not want to play, do they? They just do not want to play. And now they're both playing up, but maybe while they're playing up we can see that flashing light in the back of Percy there, and as Thomas crawls around here in the darkness, we'll also see his flashing, sparking back wheels. Well, I've got Thomas and Percy here, sort of on the same track, and I'm going to cause some havoc now. I'll get Salty playing, of course, going in the other direction, and if I'm fast, that's what happens. Mind you, I have got Thomas in a bit of distress there. Come on, Percy's giving Thomas a nudge. Come on, Percy, sort Thomas out. Yeah, we've got Thomas and Percy there, the sparking versions. I'm going to try and spice it up because I'm starting to get bored. I got me Salty, the sea dog here. And if I'm fast, whoa! Oh! Yeah. Sometimes the magic happens and sometimes it doesn't. Maybe I know why Thomas is giving me that weirdo face. Well, I got the Spark and Thomas and Percy there, and I'm getting a bit bored as usual. I got me old Salty the sea dog. Put Salty on in that direction, and we might see not much at all. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't work out, does it? I think I've got a failed game here. It's a really strange looking face-off going there, and I noticed Percy is sick of this. He's trying to sort things out. What is Percy doing? Yeah, it's weird. The men are changing speeds all the time, and it's just one of those bizarre stalemates that really anything could happen. It's one of those things, as soon as I put the camera away from this, it's all going to fall apart. It always seems to happen like that, doesn't it, Percy? I know one way to fix that. Roll away the rubber chicken. There, sorted. I might try and demonstrate that. Mind you, this could end up on a file reel. Mind you, I can't do file reels anymore because I think the squeal of the file reel sets off demonetization. Okay, I've got a Thomas here. If I get Thomas going, oops, I go the right direction, doesn't it? I'm going to try and capture Salty as he resets himself after a crash. I've got Thomas in my hand here, and if I set Thomas in the other direction, noticing I'm using the middle of the track there, which is fancy, isn't it? We might see this work. Okay, here we go. Oh! Well, he didn't even trigger, did he? Naughty, Salty! Naughty! There goes this review. My daughter is playing piano now. I'm not going to stop her because she needs to play a piano. I'm just going to try and do this now. This will all be file reel material it is. So I'm going to try and crash Salty and get him to reset for us. Okay, here we go. Watching this very carefully. And I'm giving up! And hopefully there's Percy there so we can see the steam coming out the top. It is a bit intermittent. The top of the driver's cab is a bit different because the part here which needs to be the remote control receiver, well, sadly and no surprise, Thomas has just got a normal I'll stand right back way over here. Just let me go in very rough nut onto the table there, and I'm just poking the remote control. Yes, in the general area. It starts, it stops. It's very responsive. Just let me go right back into a little cubby hole in my workshop here. Going right back, and I'll and there's a really strange stalemate that's set up there. Luke hasn't been able to get past Percy, and Thomas hasn't been able to get away from Percy either. These little remote control toy trains are a lot of fun. Did they do? I'll just give Luke a little spin here because we'll have a nice look at Luke, and I'm still perplexed of why Luke has been chosen. Oh, see how fast he's taken off then? He's really quick off the mark. There's some nice detailings in the back there of Luke, and I hope it stayed in focus or this camera's going to... Yeah, it's a jumpy player, old Luke, hey, and he's completely derailed there, and so the camera's just totally... I've got some videos coming up for the last 3 days of my local Toys R Us, and what happened to these was quite interesting. I've got one of these. I picked one of these up when they were on special. I have the one that... get me out of this railway, it's killing me.